Hello friends. Back again on the K-pop update channel. How are you? May you always be healthy. Okay, let's go straight to the information that the admin provided today. Part 1. Preparation in the military kitchen. That morning, Jungkook felt a cold breeze creeping in through the cracks in the windows in the barracks. He woke up earlier than usual, realizing that today was a very different day from the days before. It wasn't physical training that awaited him, but a large military kitchen filled with various cooking ingredients. Jungkook, who is usually known as a famous K-pop idol, today became a cook for his colleagues. Before entering the kitchen, Jungkook took the time to sit for a moment and think about the cooking plan he was going to make. In his mind, he wanted to serve dishes that would not only fill the soldiers' stomachs, but also warm their hearts. Jungkook knew that behind the tough faces of his colleagues, there must be a deep feeling of longing for their families at home. He also decided to cook bibimbap, a traditional Korean dish that is rich in flavor and full of memories. When he put on an apron and entered the kitchen, Jungkook was greeted by a quite challenging atmosphere. The kitchen was filled with various large cooking utensils and fresh ingredients. Even though the kitchen felt foreign to him, Jungkook felt his spirits rise. He started arranging the ingredients, making sure everything was ready before he started cooking. Garlic, carrots, spinach, shiitake mushrooms, and beef, all carefully prepared by Jungkook's skilled hands. Part 2. The challenge of cooking for many people. Cooking for a large group of people is a challenge in itself. Jungkook, who is used to cooking for himself or on a small scale, had to adapt quickly. He started by preparing all the necessary ingredients. In the process, he remembered the cooking lessons he had received when he was a BTS trainee. Even though cooking is not his forte, Jungkook always enjoys every moment in the kitchen. For him, cooking is another form of self-expression, just like when he performs on stage. However, different from the stage full of sparkling lights and cheers from the audience, this military kitchen was full of calm silence. The only sound was the rhythmic sound of knives cutting vegetables, pans rattling, and a fragrant aroma that began to fill the room. Jungkook worked with great concentration, occasionally tasting his food to make sure it tasted right. He wanted his dishes to be perfect, because he knew how important good food was to the soldiers who worked hard every day. When the time came to cook the beef, Jungkook turned on a large frying pan and started frying the pieces of meat with selected spices. The fragrant aroma of grilled meat immediately filled the kitchen, and several soldiers who were passing by couldn't help but pause and peek into the kitchen. They were surprised to see Jungkook, the pop star, cooking seriously. Some of them whispered to each other, talking about how lucky they were to be able to taste Jungkook's handmade cooking. Part 3. Serving with love. After hours of work in the kitchen, finally all the dishes were ready to be served. Jungkook arranged the bibimbap in large bowls, with a colorful arrangement of vegetables and perfectly placed fried eggs on top. Each bowl looks like a small work of art, with a harmonious blend of colors. Jungkook makes sure that each bowl is topped with the finishing touch, the spicy, savory gochujang sauce, before bringing it to the dining table. When the soldiers began to gather for lunch, they were greeted by the sight of a table full of delicious food. They were surprised at how beautifully the dishes were served, and curiosity soon turned to admiration when they found out that all of this was Jungkook's handiwork. With a smile on his face, Jungkook welcomed them, offering each bowl with pride. When the meal started, the atmosphere in the room became warm and full of laughter. The soldiers enjoyed every bite of bibimbap enthusiastically. The rich and complex flavors of the food seemed to take them back home, reminding them of their mother's loving cooking. Some of them even shed tears, moved by the memories that suddenly surfaced. Jungkook, who was sitting in the corner of the room, quietly observed their reactions, feeling deep happiness at being able to make them feel at home, even if only for a moment. Part 4. Reflection and pride. After the meal was finished, several soldiers approached Jungkook to thank him. They praised his cooking and told him how it reminded them of their families and hometowns. Jungkook felt very touched by their words. He realized that through these simple dishes, he had provided something more than just food. He had provided warmth and comfort amidst the rigors of military life. The day ended with a feeling of great satisfaction for Jungkook. As she tidied up the kitchen and took off her apron, she reflected on the experience she had just had. Although he has accomplished much as a singer and performer, today he finds happiness in something different, serving food to others. For Jungkook, being a chef is an honor he never imagined before. In the simplicity of that military kitchen, he found a new way to spread love and happiness, a way that may not be as exciting as a big concert, but still has a profound impact on those on the receiving end. And with every smile he saw that day, Jungkook knew that he had done something extraordinary, made their day a little better.